Hello, everyone. Good afternoon, and welcome to this weekend's market breakdown. Today, I will be shining the spotlight on the USDJPY market, one of the key pairs I am closely watching in the coming week. So, in this video, I will share my thought process, the story behind the chart, and what I believe could unfold in the days ahead. Looking back at last week, we saw the US dollar gain strength against the Japanese yen early in the week. Remember, this was our key level at the beginning of the week. That was around the 143.00 area, and we saw price began that momentum from that demand zone breaking out of that descending trend line, the resistant line of the descending trend line, as you can see here. And of course, this bullish momentum was driven by positive economic data from the United States and some relief in trade tensions after the US president decided to delay tariffs on European imports until July 9th. That move alone gave markets a breath of fresh air and sparked a wave of optimism. But things took a turn midweek after price tested that 146.00 area, as you can see here. The yen fought back after a US appeal court temporarily reinstated tariffs imposed by President Trump, overturning a previous decision that had blocked them. This surprise move rattled investors and caused the dollar to give back much of its early gains, which we can clearly see on the chart as a retracement move back into a crucial juncture around the 144.00 area. So right now, price is at a critical decision point, that is the 144 zone, a crossroad, and what happens next will depend on a mix of economic reports and policy updates. Speaking of which, the week ahead is laced with a handful of major events that could drive serious volatility. And on the economic calendar, we are looking at the ISM manufacturing PMI, which is coming in on Monday from the United States. Then on Tuesday, the Bank of Japan's governor is going to be speaking. Then fast forward to Wednesday, June 4th, we are looking at the release of the ADP employment change and the ISM services PMI. Then, of course, on Friday, we have the average hourly earnings and the almighty non farm payroll. So, all of this will be playing a big role in shaping market sentiment and price direction. So, in this video, I'm going to be walking you through the key technical zones I'm watching and point out areas where both buyers and sellers might find good opportunities. Before we jump in, a quick reminder, everything I share here is based on my own analysis of the chart. It's not financial advice, so please trade responsibly. So, with that said, here, let's get into it and see what the USDJPY market has lined up for us this week. So, my first point of contact for this week is going to be on the 4 hours time frame, which obviously captures the character of price action in the last 6 to 7 weeks. And after looking at the structure, I was able to identify the fact that price appears to be showing a form of recovery. As you can see, since April 17th, the market had found a series of higher lows here. And when we connected the pivot lows, you can see we have a couple of ascending trend line to work with. And as long as price remains above our ascending trend line, we obviously want to be looking out for patterns and structures that support buying idea. Besides this, we have a situation where, despite the strong bearish momentum that started this year, we can see how that area bit around the 142 and the 142.4 area continue to be a strong barrier for sellers. To help me navigate the trading ideas around the structure, I have my key level duly situated around the 143.800 area. So if we go to as far back as mid-April, you will see how this same level had played a significant role in determining the direction of price action. At a point in time, it was a resistant line, and since the beginning of this month, price had continued to maintain some significant pressure above this area. So if we take into account what happened last week, let me zoom into the current structure. We saw price climb above the trend line, tested the 146.00 area, and you can see as soon as price got into that area around the key level at the 143.800 and that ascending trend line, we begin to notice a structural formation evolve, suggesting potential consolidation before a breakout will happen. And as you can see, this is it right here, a consolidation going on, which further emphasized the prevailing uncertainty at this point in time. So what we are definitely going to be looking out for is to watch for a decisive move in either direction. It could be a break above the structure, which further supports buying ideas above the ascending trend line, or a breakdown of the support line here, which definitely would also have broken down both the key level and the ascending trend line to incite a sell-off, maybe back into the second ascending trend line to continue the uptrend move, or it could further break it down to the downside to incite more selling ideas. So you would agree with me that we are at a crucial juncture here where, depending on how market participants react to this confluence, will determine if the US dollar is going to rise or fall. So there you have it, my in-depth look at the USDJPY for the week ahead. Trust me, I will be with you in the comment section of this video to give you an update on what I'm looking at after monitoring price action around this area during the early hours of next week's trading session to give you an idea of what I will be doing. If this video helped with your independent decisions, give it a thumbs up and drop a comment below. Let me know how you are approaching the USDJPY this week, and don't forget to subscribe for more analysis like this. Thanks for watching, and of course, I'll see you Monday morning as we continue to monitor price action. Do have a wonderful evening, everyone. Bye.